All right, so this is an example of what I was referring to earlier. So we've got a graphing window, and we could kind of mirror this on our graphing calculator for this polynomial function. And we want to see, is this complete graph show the end behavior of the function? So let's first classify which category this function belongs into. So its degree is 3, so that's odd. And then the leading coefficient, okay, is 1. Just positive. So it's an odd positive. Remember, odds go in different directions. Okay, we've got the previous page of notes. You don't have it memorized yet. I'll just reference that. Odd, positive right here. Odd positive falls to the left and rises to the right. So odd positive falls to the left and rises to the right. Okay, now let's look at our graph here. Well, does our graph appear to mirror that? Does it fall to the left and rise to the right? No. Okay, so is this a complete graph that shows the end behavior? No. This graph rises to the left, rises to the left and right, which is not correct for end behavior. There's a lot of ways you can explain this. End behavior for an odd positive function. Okay. So what I'll kind of show this to you here. Not that you really asked for it, but I'll talk about this and kind of what you have to. I was trying to allude to this earlier. You have to be aware when you use your calculator that sometimes your calculator lets you down. So I go to standard graphing window. Well, that window. Well, I guess they did not capture this graph here. I guess they didn't really capture the this part here. This looks like a standard. Maybe their scales are really small. I bet they had really small scales. Okay, so they had a small scale. So I bet they did a. Let's go to. You can clearly see here without even having to do any zoom that it falls to the left and rises to the right. So this is in a standard view. But what they did was, and this is not very important, but if you go to uh, the I have to go find I'll press window. What they did was, I bet, is they had like an X min of maybe -1, X max of 1. Let's do 0.1. I'm just trying to mirror what they did. So they had a really small scale. You could adjust the scales, like you don't have to make each tick mark be 1. And so let's look at the graph if I did that. This is, well, I might be too zoomed in. So you see that you kind of, if you had that, it's just similar. I don't have time to mess with it, but you can see if I zoomed in really close here and didn't see the other parts, you'd see it look like it was going up both ways. But just be careful when you see the whole graph when you're looking at